I'll talk about developing cross-platform apps using Flutter. Let's start. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kenichi Kambara. I'm from Tokyo, Japan. Do anyone like Japan? Wow, everybody. Thank you so much. I work at NTT Technocross Corporation in Japan. My job is technical support for developing mobile applications. And I love new technologies, mobile application development. Especially, I love Flutter. Here is today's agenda, introduction, overview, state Flutter, and main topics, best practice for Flutter application development, and finally, I'll show you latest Flutter topics. This is mobile platform share transitions on stat counter. Please look at two lines. Red line is Android. The gray line is iOS. Android and iOS are two major platform leaders on mobile. Okay. To develop Android application, we must implement Kotlin or Java code. And to develop iOS application, we must implement Swift or Objective-C code. To support both platforms, we must develop two kinds of different applications. So, by using cross-platform approach, from a single code base, we can support both mobile platforms. Here are some cross-platform approaches: Angular, React Native, Xamarin, and Flutter. This graph shows cross-platform activities on Stack Overflow. Please take a look at the blue line. The blue line is Flutter. Flutter is rapidly growing. In my session, I'm putting focus on hot technology, Flutter. Before my talk, there's something I'd like to ask you. First question, has no one bit more or more about Flutter? Okay, half person know Flutter. Okay, has developed Hello Flutter? Okay, 2%. Has developed any Flutter apps? Any Flutter apps? Okay. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to the first topic, Flutter overview. Flutter is a mobile app SDK for Android and iOS apps from a single code base. In other words, when we implement a single code, we can support both Android and iOS. Flutter has a lot of features, especially I'll introduce three main features. First is beautiful UI and high performance. Second is fast development. Third is that to develop Flutter apps, we use that languages. That programmer? Okay, 3%. Thank you. I'll talk about more details. About first feature, I'd like to introduce Flutter Showcase. This website shows cool Flutter applications. For example, Alibaba, Google AdWords, and so on. In Flutter apps, here is an important feature. Flutter is a cross-platform approach, but Flutter is different from Apache Cordova. Flutter is not wrapper for mobile native components. So, in other words, Flutter has own original UIs, so it runs faster than other wrapper approaches. By the way, I participated in this year's Google I/O in Mountain View, and I watched some Flutter applications. So I took movies, so I'll show you. On Google I/O conference, a lot of mobile devices. Oh, these are all Flutter applications. Oh, this is a movie application. Oh, very smooth animation is also smooth. Oh, snowing, raining. Okay. Oh, it's a kitchen counter. Okay, it's like a native application. Oh, oh, okay, no, yeah. Yes. Okay, and next, second feature, fast development. Flutter apps can be developed with some IDEs, such as Undo Studio, Integer RDL, Visual Studio Code. When I add a Flutter plugin to Undo Studio, creating Flutter application wizard will be shown. About second feature, in Flutter application development, especially important feature is hot reload. For example, this is a demonstration changing the code and save. Sorry, the screen is not clear, but changing the code, the screen updates immediately. Okay. Oh, about photo reload, here is one note. To use this feature, we must enable one option. After checking this option, hot reload will be enabled. About third feature, Dart, it is a simple Dart code. By this code, this screen will be shown. That code is very similar to Java or JavaScript. So Java or JavaScript developers can start to run that easily, I think. In that code, we must import some required class. It's like Java. The most important package is material.dart. By using this class, we can create material designed apps. Next, Dart code starts from a main function. Next, this sentence means UI structure. For example, run app function means application root. And center means centering component. Text means text component. In Flutter, these components are all called widget. Dart has some versions. The new Dart version, version 2 Dart, does not require a new. Also, the const keyword is not required. Const means constant variables. So we can remove both a new and const keyword from our codes. Okay, next topic. Let's move on to the how to start Flutter. Oh, here is a very, very simple Hello Flutter application. These apps only shows Hello Flutter on the screen. How to get started? Okay, Flutter installation is very, very easy. First is downloading Flutter SDK from GitHub. Second is setting path variables. Third is running Flutter Doctor command. Flutter Doctor command is a very useful tool. To develop a Flutter application, we must install some development tools. When we run this command helps me to install needable some tools. Xcode, Android Studio, this command helps me to install. To speed up our environment, the Flutter plugin for Android Studio is very useful. After installing this plugin, our Flutter application development getting faster. The Flutter application, after installing Flutter plugin, the Flutter application shortcuts will be shown on the Android Studio top menu. By using this wizard, we can easily create Flutter applications. Finally, clicking green arrow on Android Studio, the build process will be automatically progressing. After a few moments, we can see our first Flutter applications. Oh, this is a Flutter template application. Oh, here is a Flutter general file tree. In these files, two files are very, very important. First file is main.dart, and second file is pubspec.yaml. First file, main.dart, includes business logic and UIs. And pubspec.yaml file includes package definition. For example, third-party libraries, and resource definition means images. Okay. This template application is very useful for us, but this template application source code is about 100 lines. So it is a little long. So my recommendation to start develop Flutter application. So I'd like to introduce the most simple code. Here is a code. Running this code, the screen will be shown only showing Hello Flutter, but it is material designed. And the code step is about 10 lines. Flutter adopts a unique approach. On native mobile development, we must write layout XML for Android or storyboard for iOS. On Flutter, we must write that code for both UI and business logics. This shows a relationship between code and UI. Each elements are mapped to the same color, pink color, green color. They are mapped. All Flutter components are called widget. When I analyze this screen, I can express as a tree structure. Scaffold is application template, and scaffold has a up bar and body has a center widget, and center widget includes a text widget. This is intermediate topics. If the application requires a dynamic screen update, we must use other widget, a stateful widget. The stateful widget can hold statement of widget, so we can create dynamic changing screen. Let's move on to the today's main topic, Flutter best practice. After startup Flutter, let's go to start protection. To release Flutter application, we must need some practice. Here are my two Flutter applications. These are translation applications. If you speak English, I can hear in Japanese, and reverse is the same way. These are translation applications. Please download later. And based on these applications, I'd like to talk more details. Here are 4 topics. Okay, I will explain in order from the top. Okay, first practice, building layers in Flutter. I develop mobile native applications. So from a standpoint of native development, I'll explain. To build layers, we can use 2 approaches. Implementing with .code or using our GUI design tool. In addition, we can select a mixed approach. First approach is implementing with Dart. This approach is I talked before. If we select this approach after creating Dart code and by using hot reload, we check UI, UX. This is implemented with that approach. Our second approach is by using a GUI design tool. That tool name is Flutter Studio. Do you know Flutter Studio? Okay, nobody? Okay. Flutter Studio is a web application. By using this tool, we can create Flutter UIs. So I show you a demonstration. Just a moment. This is a Flutter Studio application. It is a web app. Please access to flutterstudio.app. You can use it. Okay, just a moment. Dropping icons to this screen, the screen updates. And next icon. And if you would like to more complex layout, column, at icon, and a row widget, In this way, we can create Flutter UIs. And by using this tool, we can get source code. It's that source code. We can copy this code to Android Studio. We can compile to Flutter applications. Okay. It's like a magic. It's very useful, I think. But better than writing code? Unfortunately, the GUI design tool is very useful, I think, but not perfect. So unfortunately, writing code is still essential, I think. Here is a point about building UIs. Building UI is equal to build a widget tree. When we think a widget tree, top-down approach is useful, I think. Scaffold is application template. It includes upper and body. Body includes column widget. Column widget means vertical layout widget. And column widget includes 5 components. Drop-down button, text field, raise button, and so on. Next, I'd like to show more keys. Simple layers, alignments, relative proportions. Simple layouts. On Android native development, when we'd like to lay out vertically or horizontally, we use a linear layout component and Android orientation property on Android native approach. On the other hand, for example, on Flutter, when we lay out the components vertically or horizontally, we use a column or a row widget. By using this widget, we can lay out components vertically or horizontally. Next is about alignment. On Android native development, when we decide component widths, we use wrap content or match parent property. On Flutter, for alignment, we use cross-axis alignment class, and this class has some property such as start and stretch property. By using this property, we can create these screens. Next is relative proportions. On Android native development, when we lay out such as this figure, we use a layout weight property. By using this property, we can separate the screen space. On Flutter, for relative proportions, we use expanded widget and flex property. Here is a sample code. By writing this code, we can create this screen. Especially important widget is expanded widget. This widget occupies the rest of the space. So furthermore, by using flex property, we can split the screen space as you want. Second practice, implementing business logic. Flutter has a lot of useful APIs, but only standard APIs, it's not insufficient. So here's a solution. Flutter provides a lot of useful official and unofficial packages. For example, if we'd like to save key value data, shared preference package is useful. This website tells us how to install packages and how to use the packages. This is a shared preference sample. And to add this package, we need to package definition into our pubspec.yaml file. This is a sample shared preference definition, and to download plugins into our applications, you must click Packages Get button. After this process, we can use this plugin on our project. Here is a sample code. By writing this code, we can save key value data on my application. First sentence means import shared preference.dart, and second sentence means save key value data. It's very easy. There are a lot of packages, HTTP, Firebase, and Share. I think these plugins are very, very useful. I publish today's presentation file, so please check it later. In these plugins, I'd like to explain share packages. When I use share packages, I can add social networks sharing feature into our application. This is a sample. Third practice requires many icons for release. Default Flutter apps provides a default Flutter icon. So before release our apps, we must need to change the icon to original icon, and I need to prepare a lot of icons. And iOS requires a lot of size application icons. Here is a solution. By using useful Flutter packages, Flutter launcher icons, this package is very, very useful. By using this plugin, we can easily generate application icons. Here are steps. Running this command, Flutter launcher icons, Android and iOS required application icon will be generating into our directory. It's very useful. Furthermore, this Flutter package supports adaptive icons. Do you know adaptive icons? Okay, thank you. Adaptive icons is enabled after Android 8.0, Android Oreo, but this plugin supports adaptive icons. So when you add this sentence, you can create adaptive icons. Fourth practice, internationalization before release. My app supports some languages. These figures are English and Japanese screen captures. Before we publish our apps, I recommend to support some languages. Flutter.io is official Flutter website. This website shows us how to localize our applications. But official approach needs a lot of tasks. So I select other approach. It's using Flutter Internationalization plugin. This plugin is provided for Android Studio. So searching this name, you can install easily. I'll show you steps for internationalization. After applying this plugin, two files are automatically added into our projects. i18n.dart and strings.n.arb. These files are automatically generated into our project. This is i18n.dart file. It's automatically generated file, so we don't need to change this file. To start localization, we need to insert this code into our main logic main.dart file. It means default language is English. Next, we need to create localization files. These are language resource samples. In this case, I prepared app title and app summary for localization. Please create strings n.app and strings ru.app for English, for Russian localization file. Final steps are here. Only this code access to these string resources. If your device is English, the application is shown on English, and your device is Russian, the apps is shown on Russian. And one more, I'd like to talk about improve Flutter apps UI UX. This is my apps before after. The left figure is first version. The right figure is improved version. In this section, I'll show you some improvements. For example, adding padding, setting border, adding label. This is a code sample. Padding widgets enables to add padding around text widget. And decoration property enables some beautiful decorations. This time, I use outline input border, and this property enables to add outline border around a text field widget. By adding a few codes, we can improve UI UX a little. In addition, these are other beautiful widgets. Tab bar, bottom navigation bar, animated opacity. By using these components, we can improve our Flutter applications UI UX. Finally, I'll talk Flutter latest topic. Flutter is new technology. It's not version 1.0. It's now release preview 2, but it's almost stable, so I can create production applications. Okay, release preview 2 version. A lot of iOS beautiful cappuccino widgets are supported. Here are the lists. new Cupertino widget and update Cupertino widget. By using these components, we can create like a native iOS application. This is a Google Flutter sample application. It's like a native iOS application. Finally, here are most important points. I'd like to summarize this session. Flutter is a tool for cross-platform mobile development. By using Flutter package, we can develop efficiently. Flutter is almost stable, so we can develop production apps. Okay, I have more time, so I'd like to show my Android Studio application. Just a moment. Okay, while launching Android Studio, mobile application developers. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry. Okay, just a moment. Okay, this is a Flutter application code sample. This is a main logic, main.dat file. This code includes business logic and UIs. Sorry, this is Japanese. Okay. This approach includes UI structure, scaffolder, and app bar, and body, and floating action buttons for Android. And app bar components includes text widget for the title. This is a localization sample, so it includes this sentence. And body components includes a center widget. And center widget includes a text widget. And floating action button components includes floating action button components. And I'd like to show you pubspec.yaml file. This is a pubspec.yaml file. This file includes some third-party dependencies. For example, Cupertino icons or Flutter localization. These are Flutter packages. And if we'd like to add some application images into my apps, we must at this sentence. Oh, now it is commented out, but if I write this code, we can include these icons into our applications. Oh, it's like a Flutter sample code. Oh, this is a Flutter localization code sample for English, for French, for Japanese. Sorry, it shows English. Okay. This is a Flutter code sample. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I'll finish my presentation. Thank you so much. Спасибо. Oh, I'd like the Russian words здравствуйте. Just okay. Здравствуйте. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Please. Application architecture. That's a good question. Okay. Flutter is new technology, so I run some Flutter application architectures, and so I can't the best practice for architectures now, but on Google I/O, the Google shows some application architecture about Flutter. So the approach is good, I think. Oh, sorry. Also say I say now. I'm sorry. Okay, do you have any questions more? Or do you like to develop Flutter applications? No? Oh, okay, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. ありがとう. Thank you so much.